Okay, so Dame Dash might possibly have 3 lawsuits against him of sexual assault and and battery. And the first victim is happened with T Harper, right? So T Harper, I guess he found, he encountered this woman 20 years ago, okay, and at some type of party, whatever. And he invited her to this mansion in somewhere in New Jersey, and his entourage, whatever, just say like, okay, they was partying, have drinking, having a good time. And according to T. Harper in the article, she stated that she was a New York City college student in that particular time, so she wanted to meet Dame Dash at the time. This when, if you did your research, Dame Dash was a co-founder of Rockefeller Records. Now he was a big time professional partner with Jay Z in New York, and the Rockefeller Records was really making like hits at the time in the '90s and early 2000s. So they were really booming for the most part, man. It's when Kanye West was a producer in Chicago. I mean, it was pretty much going nationwide in this particular time. And Dame Dash was really holding his own, very entrepreneur and a great business investor. So he had money. I'm pretty sure he was glamorous or whenever. And according to her story, when entourage, her people was like, okay, well, Dame Dash want to meet you. She get up there and she found that, okay, well, Dame Dash had just a towel, and he threw her on the bed, and he tried to penetrate her, with his penis inside her vagina, and so she squeezed her vagina for the most part. So he was unsuccessful, kicked him in the groin, and left. And now I'm thinking that, okay, even this was attempted rape. If he did do that, why wait 20 years? It seems like this has been a continuously trend here. And if you can go in with Bill Cosby in that situation when he wanted to buy a property in Massachusetts in that particular time, and also to be a black owner at NBC. But according to Dr. Umar Johnson, I was watching a Breakfast Club interview. He was saying that it was some property that he was going to own. He was challenging one of the companies wanted to build something over his Massachusetts property, and he was going against it. He was like, no. And plus this man was being very, too popular and very powerful, have over like maybe 500 to 600 million dollars worth of assets, and he wanted to buy up his own black television company. And he has the money and the means to do that, and that was going to really just turn a lot of things around, man. And he wanted to go about his own agenda instead of the Hollywood agenda. But that's here and there. And you hear these things that goes on. They compare him with R. Kelly. I mean, you got 20 individuals. Even though R. Kelly did this, it's completely different situation here. But you got just women just coming out here, specifically with the Me Too movement, is considering a bad rep. That why wait a decade or 2 decades to go in here and convict a individual that supposedly did something this to you. And we don't know if this person is lying. You have to see how Antonio Brown happened. I mean, it's just with this 20 years, 30 years, the statute of limitations don't even upheld this. I mean, you really think like, okay, if a person gets raped, you want to, if you even wait at least a week, I can understand. But you're in a traumatized situation. You might be embarrassed or ashamed, but you got to go out here and just immediately get that individual. And then it might take like 9 months for it to go to court, and then you got to do the interviews. It's a long process for a person to really go through. And it's traumatizing because people get molested. It's a lot of women, 2 or 3 women get raped like in their lifetime, man. Seriously, it's a crazy thing, and men actually do this. So we don't know specifically if Dame Dash done this, but it does raise an eye concern that now you waiting 20 years, and because this person is a celebrity in a particular time, he was in his prime, and maybe you didn't get what you want. You want to go out here and file a lawsuit against him. That was eons ago, and that needs to stop because it's really getting a bad breath of individuals and women that really goes through these type of things on a day-to-day basis, man. All over the world they get raped, and they gotta wait, and they gotta continuously tell their story to people, and it just opens them to concern because once they want to be mothers or just be a wife, they really think about just how they're going to please their husband, how they're going to what happened to them in their childhood, or what happened to them while they were a teenager or a young adult, man. Because I mean, when you get violated by somebody, man, and your body is just taken advantage of, it's not a good thing at all. Men go through this too when they get molested. So this might not be as common as women, but it's just don't want to take into the consideration of this that true women that go through this, man. I mean, 20 years, you just wait. Now you want to file a lawsuit against them. And it goes into what Dame Dash was going through with Monique Bunn, and Monique Bunn is his photographer. She was supposed to do some work for him, upload some videos, and she claimed that she was sexually assaulted. Now, Dame Dash invited her. He posted this on the Instagram TV. I watched it. It was about 8 minutes long. He had Rachel Horn. He had some other individuals, witnesses there that was working with him. And she decided, he wanted her to, okay, well, since it's gonna take a long process, you came right from the airport, you don't live here, just stay at my daughter's room, stay in my house, in my daughter's room, and upload these videos. I mean, upload it here in the morning, and we go through it or whatever on Instagram. So he was saying that, listen, well, he woke her up, and she was gonna head to the airport, but he found a mysterious bag with his belongings in there, and he was like, you didn't come with this bag here. Can I check? And he found out that, dang, this is my stuff. This is $5,000 worth of electronics inside this bag, and why are you taking my stuff? And this, when it comes to a huge argument here, and some of it was inaudible, but she was saying, this is my stuff, this is my belongings, what you're doing. And particularly what I like what Dame Dash said, he's like, well, this woman wants me, I'm recording this for my safety and for you and for the state of court, just in case you want to turn this around. And even though you did say I'll sit up here and touch your breasts and your buttocks here, no particular reason, just to wake you up, whatever. She didn't mention none of that in the video. All you seen was just like a bag here, and he challenged her on that. And he was like, all I want you to do is just upload this video and just get out my house. Now, it said that Dame Dash was smoking weed and he was drinking all day. And it did show him messing, with his weed while they was recording. And I just felt like, if this really happened, she would have been screaming, kicking, and she said he only had a robe on. So you mean to tell me, even if you did this in the duration of time, he had to hurry up, run out the room, put some new attire on, and it was nobody screaming, nobody yelling. She didn't call the police didn't show up. Like, it just really doesn't. It's just great waste of awareness to me on this, because you go back to the T. Harper situation that happened supposedly 20 years ago. Why would you decide to go inside this man's room anyway with a gentleman? You're partying, drinking. I don't understand. So, like, did somebody lead you on to that? Some of this stuff doesn't make sense though. But I know with this whole evidence here on Instagram, based on what we seen, is that, hey, I just want you to do some work for me, but now I'm gonna cut you loose because you're taking my stuff away. And she was like, well, mail it to, this is my stuff, I need you to mail this address, mail it to my address. And she proceeded to leave, but I think days later or whatever, well, she didn't proceed to write her address where he supposedly supposed to send the stuff that he acquired. So it's just kind of crazy, man. $50 million lawsuit with him. Monique Bunn, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a attorney, but Christopher Brown was supposed to be Monique Bunn's lawyer. It's gonna be a crazy thing. So I don't know if they just pretty much targeting Dame Dash. They say he knows something, very entrepreneurial, but it's just it's a shame, man. If it's a way, if it's an agenda for them to tarnish his image. And I just feel like this is really a trending for African American males. Now, they're gonna really use this in their defense that, well, he was association with Harvey Weinstein, who was accused of sexually assaulting women. And of course, you got Oprah Winfrey making a documentary about this. And they're gonna go about his partners and saying that, yeah, this is a man that he used to do this 20 years ago, and he sexually assaulted this young woman here and made her look like a fool out there. No, so he deserves to be hit with the pen. So I don't know, man. He gonna pretty much use that Instagram video as evidence, but it's just really, it's pretty much fishy, man. And this is just all the evidence and the information I gained from this particular situation that Dame Dash is facing right now with the $50 million lawsuit. First lawsuit with T. Harper. We don't really too much know about that, but we have to go with he say, she say. But we already understand that the course is not going to be on this man's side, because the course and the family course is really catered to the women. It just is, and no matter how much money you have, it's just at the same time, man, if a woman, accuse you of something, 9 times out of 10, it's going to go their way. But hey, we don't know. If he did it, he did it, but it's just waiting that amount of time, not even 5 years, 4 years, just 20 years, and now you saying something that just doesn't rock well, man, with me personally. I just feel like that's you targeting someone, but it is what it is, man. Hopefully we gonna look up. I'm gonna do some more updates on this situation here. If it's gonna really go to court or there's gonna be a case dismissed here, especially with the T Harper and Monique Bun situation here. But you guys tell me what you guys think, man. This is my commentary on it. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Do you think Dame Dash is getting falsely accused? He's getting targeted for no reason? Do he know some type of information that we don't know? It is what it is, man. But it's your boy Ellie Jr. I'm out. Deuces.